What is going on, friends? Today I want to talk about Lyft cancellations, how no-show fees work, and how cancellations when driving for Lyft work. My name is Will with the Passive Driver, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. So when we talk about cancellation fees, there are about three different ones that I want to talk about. There is the Lyft line cancellation, there's the regular Lyft ride cancellation, and then one that's a tad bit different is the scheduled pickups cancellation. So when we look at the different three, first we'll start with Lyft line. With Lyft line, the passenger actually has about 1 minute and 50 seconds to get into your car before you can hit the no-show button. If they don't arrive within that minute and 50 seconds, a pink button will pop up on your screen. It'll say no-show. You hit that button and you'll get your cancellation fee. Now, here in the Atlanta area, I think that's about $6 for the Lyft line cancellation fee. Next, you have the regular Lyft ride cancellation fee. Now, with the regular Lyft ride, it's a little bit different because you actually have to wait 5 minutes for the passenger to get into your car. And if they don't show up within that 5 minutes, before you can hit the no-show button and actually receive your no-show fee or cancellation fee, you have to give the person a call. Now, the way that I typically handle this is two different ways. Let's say, for example, I pull up to a Walmart and there are like multiple stores in that complex, or even an apartment building, and I don't know exactly where the passenger is located at. What I'll typically do is, as soon as I arrive at that location, I'll give the passenger a call. Hey, I'm at Walmart, or I'm at the apartment complex. Where exactly are you located? Where do I need to come to? And I'll call them. That qualifies as a call. Now, if I pull up to a house and I know I'm at the right location, simply because Lyft has this thing where we can actually see where the person who requested the ride is, it shows like a little yellow person on the map, and sometimes you can just see, you'll see like, oh, okay, like I'm standing right here, I'm parked right here out front of the house where they requested the ride at. If the time goes by about 3 minutes, I'll wait till it goes 3 minutes, then I'll give the person a call, and if they pick up, I'll say, hey, just to make it seem like I'm not rushing them, hey, I just wanted to make sure I'm at the right location, is what I'll say. And they'll either say yes, and I'll spout out exactly where I'm at. They'll say, yeah, you're at the right location, I'm coming right out. Cool, I'm right outside. And then I'll hang up. And if they still don't come out within that 5 minutes, I'll go ahead, hit that no-show button. I've done everything I needed to because I called them and everything. So just keep in mind, you do not have to actually give them a call after the time runs out. You can give them a call anytime throughout the process of arriving at that location. Or even if you don't even arrive at the location and you call them just to get directions, that still qualifies as a call. You called them. Next is going to be scheduled pickups. Now, scheduled pickups are a little bit different, so let me explain what scheduled pickups are for someone who doesn't know. Basically, all it means is the passenger requested the ride in advance. So maybe they might have requested the ride last night. And for scheduled pickups, they're actually done throughout a window. There's a scheduled window. So the passenger can't just request a ride at, let's say, 5 p.m. It might be something like 5 p.m. to 5:15 or 5:15 to 5:30. They have to actually schedule it throughout a window. Now, you as the driver, you possibly could arrive anytime throughout that window. You might arrive at, 5 p.m. You might arrive at 5:15 if that's the time window, for example, or any time in between that. So what the difference is let's say, for example, you arrive at 5:15 and the window is scheduled between 5 and 5:15, and you arrive at 5. You will have to wait 10 minutes before you can actually hit the no-show button. You still have to give the passenger a call. Now, let's say you arrive at the other end of the spectrum, which is 5:15. If you arrive at that end, then you only have to wait like 5 minutes. So that's the difference right there between the times that you have to wait. But there's also a difference in the pay since the person scheduled it in advance. Here in the Atlanta area, it's $10. It might be more in your area. It might be a little bit less, but for what I know, it's about $10 in every market. It just might be a little bit more depending on what market you're in. So that's what's pretty cool. Now, the tip that I wanted to give you guys as far as how you could possibly make a little bit more money by not hitting that cancellation button every single time it pops up is going to be Lyft Pacific, just the regular Lyft ride specifically. With scheduled pickups, we get a large enough cancellation fee that I don't care. With Lyft line, you know, we don't wait enough time for me to care either, as well as we get a large enough for the amount of time that I have to wait. So with regular Lyft rides, what I typically do is once we arrive at the pickup location, we can actually see where the passenger is going. We can see where the passenger is going. So what I'll do is I will look to see where the passenger is going, number one, before I hit that cancellation button. And this has helped me in the past a ton of times to make a little bit of extra money by not just hitting that cancellation button. If I see that the passenger is going pretty far and it's worth it to me, you have to make that decision as a driver in your market yourself. But if it's worth it to me, I'll actually try and call the passenger a few more times, 3 or 4 more times. You know, and the good thing about this is that, for example, I had one guy, he was going about 30 miles away from where we were to the airport, and he wasn't picking up his phone. Now, I was getting ready to drive out of his neighborhood. I didn't even hit the, he was at an apartment complex. I didn't even hit the no-show button. I'm getting ready to drive out, and I see him, and he's carrying 2 bags of luggage in his hand, and he's trying to walk up to the front. So basically, he should have picked up his phone, but he didn't. He was walking to the front of his gate, and luckily, you know, I waited an extra like 2 minutes after the time ran out. I didn't even get in contact with him, but I was like, you know what, I would much rather get this money, this $25 possibly, than to get the $6 right now and have someone in my car. So it worked out perfect, and that's happened to me a few times where I've had people who were just going the distance, as I call it, and it just seemed to be more worth it for me to wait and try and get in contact with them than to hit that cancellation fee. But the good thing about it is, hey, if they don't show up within 2-3 minutes, you waited, you tried to get that extra money, and even do them a favor, you can still hit that cancellation fee and still get your fee. So it works out perfect. At least for me, it does. So that's basically all I got for you guys today. Until next time, peace.